Hey, this is Jack from Roland, and today I'm going to run through a demo of some sounds on the JD-08 Boutique Synth and make a really simple beat to put it all together. The JD-08 is the boutique version of the JD-800, which is a PCM synth from the 90s, and gained a bit of a cult following, especially for its huge, lush pads and dramatic soundscapes. I've got a really simple drum loop here in Ableton with a few variations, and all the sounds in here are from a Roland cloud. Cool. Now the first element I want to add into a new track here is some percussion. For that, I'm going to flick over to patch B16, which has some really nice percussion sounds on it. I'm going to record that rim shot in. Let's do that now. Just like that. I'll make a new track, and the next thing I want to record is some chords. And for that, I'm going to use patch A66, which is a really nice, deep, kind of dubby sound. Now the factory patch is close to what I want, but not quite there. So I'm going to shape it by adjusting the levels of the 4 layers using these faders in the top right. What I'll do now is flick over to my layer active button. Make sure that all 4 layers are active so that when I adjust the filter, I'll be adjusting it for all 4 at once. And that's about where I want it. It's got some warmth. It's also quite splashy and bright. Let's record that in. Great. Give that a little bit of a volume boost, and let's move on. The next element I want to add is a pad sound, just to give it a bit of an atmospheric bed. So again, a new track, we'll arm it up. Let's call it pad, and I'm going to use patch A55 for this. So again, the factory patch isn't quite what I want, so I'm going to do a bit of tweaking. I'll enable all the layers. Start shaping the sound with these faders. Of course, a bit of filter. Let's bring up the release a little. Break down the envelope on the filter. Smooth it out. Cool. Up here in my LFO section, I am controlling LFO1. And I want to switch the LFO on the filter to be coming from LFO1. What I'll do now is turn the rate up pretty much all the way, quite high, and subtly bring that in to give it a little bit of a kind of fluttering effect. Just like that. Great. Now let's record that in. Just like that. Set this to loop at 16 bars instead of 17. And that's our pad. Now I do want to add one more kind of textural layer. So I'm going to flick over to patch A61. And again, audio track, armed. And this is kind of like a dive bomb effect when I lift my fingers off the keys. You hear the pitch move. And then I'll add just another really nice textural layer in the background. Let's record that in. Nice. I'll call that swell. Why not? For the last element, I'm going to add a new audio track and insert a bass line. Now for the bass line, I'm going to go with patch A84. And again, do just a little bit of tweaking, mainly of the filter here. So I'll select all the layers, bring that down a little. Adjust the amount of envelope on the filter to give it the right amount of squelch. Let's record that in. Just like that. And that's it. So I've added a percussion layer, some dubby, stabby chords, a really simple pad and a bit of a swell sound, and of course a bass line to tie it all together. And all of it together sounds actually like this. I bring the bass line up just a touch. And that's pretty much it. Just a really simple loop and hopefully something that shows off how incredible the sounds are in this JD-08. They're at once quite digital and cold, but also warm and organic. And there's a huge variety of tones here that we've barely scratched the surface of. It really has been a lot of fun to put together, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.